On this episode of That Carolina Guy, folks, I'm talking about condiments. What's in your refrigerator? Before we get into today's content, make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Pound that like button. Leave me some comments, folks. I love the dialogue. I sure would like to know what your favorite condiments are. And by all means, folks, hit that bell notification and be notified of future videos like the one you're going to see today about condiments, believe it or not. Okay, folks, this new channel here starting. You can follow me on my original channel, Carolina Sports Guy, where I deal with the Carolina Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Charlotte Hornets, major college sports in both North and South Carolina. This is a new channel. Probably see just a few videos right now up if you follow me. Hopefully you watch this video. By the time it's produced and up and ready, you'll have a couple more also as well to watch. But I kind of wanted to do a thing. I went looking in my kitchen today, something to eat, and I ran into this issue before. What are your favorite condiments? What must you have on tap? Now, I will say this. I went to a buddy's house one time, and he could cook pretty good. He made a really mean chicken sandwich. And we used to go there and watch games all the time. And you know, I asked him one time, he's made some type of sandwich. And I said, have you got any ketchup? And it wasn't a chicken sandwich because I'd have put something else on it. But I think it was a burger or something like that. And he's like, no, we don't have ketchup. And I almost fell down because the only way you shouldn't have ketchup is if you haven't done your grocery list and somebody just used the last little bit and you're squirting the juice out of the bottle and there's nothing else left and you're not going to be able to get to the store for another day or two. That's the only time you should be out of ketchup, and then you should have stockpiled anyway. So my number one thing I have to have in my refrigerator without a doubt, folks, is ketchup. Now, I do prefer Heinz. Heinz ketchup. I love Heinz, but it's not a deal breaker. If I go to your house and you got Del Monte ketchup, or you've got Hunt's, some type of fancy ketchup, I don't have a problem. I do not like the organic ketchup. I know some people eat that. I know it's better for you, but folks, if I wanted to do that, I'd just go out in the garden and start eating the dirt out of the ground. That's not me. I love ketchup, though. That is something, and I could eat ketchup on eggs, ketchup on a burger. I'm more not likely to eat it on a hot dog and other condiments go on it, but I will eat ketchup on a hot dog. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, I could, put ketchup on even a chicken sandwich at times, although I do prefer mayo. I like ketchup on a steak, and there's some people like think that's sacrilegious. But I must have ketchup. I love ketchup on fries, and there's a couple fries I'll get into later in another video that I don't have to have ketchup with their fries. But definitely Burger King is one place I have to have ketchup, and in a certain way, on my fries. But that's my number one condiment. I wouldn't say number two, but it's definitely in my six reserves for condiments. And that's going to be mustard. Now, I prefer French's mustard. This is a knockoff brand. I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it came from like Big Lots or Ollie's or something like that. But to me, mustard's mustard. It's a classic yellow mustard. I prefer French's mustard. If I'm going to go out and money's not an issue, unless there's a sale on a knockoff brand and I've had it before and there's really no difference in taste, I'll get French's mustard. I know Heinz makes mustard. I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a problem with these generic mustards. Now, I'm not a spicy mustard guy. Now, I will eat it. And there are some things, yes, it's good on, like that golden spicy mustard. Some people prefer it. And I used to be married one time to a lady, and her grandfather's dead now. And he used to eat a horseradish. I couldn't eat it. But he used to say, you're getting that wimpy yellow mustard that's wimpy. He loved the golden spicy mustard. And it's a preferred taste. I just like a yellow mustard taste. You make deviled eggs or you make potato salad, I got to have that mustard in there. And even when I'm doing beanie weenies with molasses or some type of rib sauce or whatever it may be, jelly, got to put a little mustard in there if you're going to come up with some little pigs in a blanket. And it gives it a lot of flavor. And meatballs as well. But yeah, mustard's very important. Now, number three, here's the kicker, mayonnaise. And my preference in mayonnaise, without a doubt, is Duke's. It's a Southern tradition. Duke's mayonnaise, it's better than any other mayonnaise. Now, If I go to your house and you don't have Dukes, it's not like I'm going to walk out. But I got to have Dukes and I got to have a reserve. I've got to have my mayo. And I know mayo's not good for you. Let's face it, folks, it's fat. But man, it tastes so good on a biscuit. It goes even good with a burger. I'll put mayo and ketchup on a burger. So much you can do with mayo. Now, I can use Mrs. Filbert's. I can use Hellman's. I've had some knockoff mayonnaise before. It's no problem. But whatever you do, and I'll put this picture here, do not bring Miracle Whip. That is not mayonnaise. It's salad dressing. The first time I had it, it looked like mayonnaise. I thought, it's not Duke's, I'll try it. Miracle Whip. And I spit that sandwich out so fast because it has a different taste. I'm here to tell you, folks, Miracle Whip is the devil's nut juice. That's all it is. Don't eat it. It's gross. And if you like Miracle Whip, seek help. Even if it was to cure coronavirus, I wouldn't eat it. It's terrible. But I do have to have Dukes. Number 4, I'm going to get a lot of flack on this. Hot sauce. Texas Pete. Right out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now, I'm not really a hot, spicy guy either. I do like it. I do like it a lot. I don't really eat Tabasco. I don't eat Frank's Red Hot. I don't like a really hot sauce, and I know a lot of people do. I used to work with a lot of Hispanic guys that, man, they would kill it with Tabasco or you know, Frank's Red Hot. And I've got a former brother-in-law, or I still call him my brother-in-law, and man, he kills it with whatever the highest Scoville he can get on a hot sauce. He nails it. And even, I'm a guy, I don't really like buffalo wings. I love the chicken. I don't like the flavor of buffalo sauce or whatever that is. It's real hot, orangey, spicy, tangy, just a twangy taste. I'm not all into the buffalo hot wings. I like the honey barbecue, but that's me. I like sweet heat from Popeyes. I think that's a very good, tangy, little bit of a bite to it. But Texas Pete to me is a go-to hot sauce. If I want a little spice, a little something up, especially in North Carolina, if I'm eating a barbecue sandwich with some coleslaw on it, I'm putting that Texas Pete, knocking it right on down. It gives it that flavor, and it's not too hot, but it's got that right amount of kick. You got to have at least a bottle of Texas Pete on hand, folks. Number 5, A1. Now, I have had some knockoffs. And whether it be Walmart or Food Line or whatever grocery chains, wherever you're Rouse on the West Coast, wherever it is, I don't have a problem if you have a steak sauce that tastes like A1 flavor. I prefer A1 over them all, but if you told me it was A1 and there's some generic A1's, just regular steak sauce that's equivalent, and they'll tell you on the bottle, I've had it, and I don't taste a whole lot of difference. It's not negligible. But I got to have a bottle of A1 in the house. And yes, I don't have a really big bottle. But yeah, certain times of the year, I'll get a bigger bottle. But I am no Heinz 57 for this kid. Now, I had a mother-in-law, my God, she did not like A1. She had to have Heinz 57. Now, I've been in steakhouses that did not have A1, but they had 57. And vice versa. I've been in a Ruby Tuesdays one time. They had A1, but they did not have Heinz 57. So, you know, a lot of times it's just tit for tat. Some people prefer A1. Some people prefer Heinz 57. Some people don't like a sauce at all. Or some people like a Sweet Baby Ray's, which is like a rubbing sauce, and that's fine. I got a bottle of that. I didn't break it out because I thought the A1 would really, that's the original steak sauce in my opinion, and that's what I go with. Now, number 6, I don't have the bottle. That's why I had this video. I went looking for salad dressing, and I got a preference here, folks. Thousand Island. It doesn't matter if it's a generic brand or if it's Paul Newman's own or, you know, whatever it be, Hidden Valley, whatever the company is, I'm not sure because I'm not having a bottle with me who puts out, who the premier company making like salad dressings, Ken's Steakhouse or whoever. But as far as salad dressing goes, I prefer Thousand Islands. I can even make my own. If you got the right ingredients, you know, you can make it yourself. But it's not the same thing that's on the Big Mac sauce, but it's pretty close. So sometimes I will put Thousand Islands on a burger, but I do love it on a salad. And like I said, it does go with other items if you don't have them to eat with. I'm not a Russian dressing fan. I will not touch it. I do not like French. Now, if I had to substitute, especially if I'm eating a baby spinach salad with some strawberries, some baby tomatoes, and some stuff like that, some walnuts, I can go for some raspberry vinaigrette. I do love it. It is very, very good. I wouldn't put Thousand Islands on that combination, but a standard salad, I would put Thousand Island on. And I'm really not a big ranch guy. I know that's blasphemous to a lot of people out there, but I have been starting to get into ranch. I've been to some Mexican restaurants, and they have a spicy ranch, and I've kind of got into it because I'd be eating chips and salsa, dip it into a ranch instead of the salsa. And, you know, if it's seasoned right or well and got a little spiciness to it, yeah, I picked up a little bit more on ranch. But I'm not really a guy that's going to go out and prefer ranch over something because it reminds me too much of Miracle Whip. But I can eat it a little bit. And sour cream, I don't have sour cream out here, but that's a go-to, especially with potato chips. It's something that I really like a lot of. But I brought this video up today because I don't have Thousand Island. And I said, man, that's like a go-to. And I'm sure we'll get into other condiments or other things in this video and other future videos about things that you have in your fridge or things you don't, whether it be certain types of sodas or vegetables or meats or breads or whatever it may be. So, folks, what do you think of today's video? What is your go-to condiment? What condiments you will not allow in your house or you cannot stand? Leave me some comments. Pound that like button. Remember with the comments, folks, also, I love that dialogue, so it's very important you do that. Hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos like this in today's video. And by all means, folks, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And we'll see you on another episode of That Carolina Guy.